I remember when, at the age of 24, my first husband took the rent money and the bill money and went to work and never came home again. Hi, my name is Dr. Jamila Banks, and I'm your holistic licensed marriage and family therapist who specializes in trauma-informed care, anxiety, depression, and suicide management and reduction. And I remember when, at the age of 24, my first husband took the rent money and bill money and went to work and never came home again. In high school, in 11th and 12th grade, I went to a new school, Gardena High School. And in 11th and 12th grade, I had two best friends, a boy best friend and a girl best friend. When I graduated from high school, my girl best friend was going through some things and we didn't talk as much. And my boy best friend, we continued to talk and hang out over the summer. Over the summertime, we became boyfriend and girlfriend. So when I started my freshman year at USC, we were together. Freshman year and sophomore year, I lived on campus. And then my junior year and my senior year, we moved to an apartment in Long Beach. At 21, I decided I wanted to get married. He decided that he wanted to get married too. And we got married before my last semester of school. At 22, I had my daughter, I was graduated, and we were married. From the age of 22 to 24, we had differences of opinions as far as mind, body, spirit, relationships, and finances. We were really young at the time, and instead of communicating with each other, we each did different things, that we shouldn't have done. He dibbled and dabbled, I dibbled and dabbled, and for a couple of years, we did harmful things to hurt each other. Until at one point in the relationship, I decided to come to him and say that I didn't want to be married anymore, that I wanted to separate, that I wanted to divorce, and I wanted to plan it out so that, we could separate and we can do the finances and do well for our daughter, and he agreed. And for the next couple of months, we worked copacetically together. And then one day I gave him half of my rent money and bill money, and he went to work and told me he was going to pay the rent money and the bill money, and he never came home. At the time, I was helping him co-parent with my bonus baby, and we were going back and forth where she was with her mom a week, she was with us a week, and so her mom and I had become friends, and we had our own journey. So she called me like a week later and asked me where he was because he didn't pick up my bonus baby. And I did not know. The second week, he called me and asked me to have my 3-year-old, who could not really talk at the time. I told him he could see her at my mom's house, and where was my rent money and where was my bill money. He saw her at my mom's house maybe about a month after he left, and that was it. And my daughter has not seen or talked to him since, and she is now 20. And I learned that although you can love somebody, you also can grow apart. And although you may have differences and you may hurt each other, it's good to be honest about things and come to the table. But sometimes, people can't accept that, and people deal with heartache and with pain and with difficult situations in different ways. And I learned then how to navigate the social services system, how to navigate through the divorce system, and how to navigate as a single parent on my own for about 3 or 4 years before I met my current husband.